Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, though, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the race known as the Bugbear. The Bugbear is a large and goblinoid creature that has a very mixed set of abilities. How do they stack up functionally? Let's have a look-see. Their ability score improvements, they get a +2 to their strength and a +1 to their dexterity. They are a surprisingly strong and agile creature, and I give these both an 8 out of 10. Dexterity being a more useful skill with a smaller boost. So 8 out of 10 for both. They are a medium-sized creature. That's pretty normal, 10 out of 10 there. And they have a standard speed of 30 feet, so 9 out of 10. No problem there at all. They have the ever-important dark vision. 60 feet in darkness or in dim light, they can see just fine. And this is a 10 out of 10 power that everyone who doesn't have it wishes they did. But then some of the unique stuff. The Bugbear is a long-limbed creature. What this means is that most creatures have the ability to strike within 5 feet with standard melee weapons, only reaching an extra 5 feet up to 10 with long weapons like polearms. But the Bugbear has an increased melee reach of 5 feet. So, using normal melee weapons, they can reach 10 feet. Using ranged ones, they can reach 15. This is absolutely amazing. And the idea that you could hit someone 15 feet away as a Bugbear with a polearm is a little broken, honestly. It's a very unique ability, and I give it a solid 10 out of 10 for its utility. They also have the powerful build feature. This means that when it comes to strength purposes like carrying and lifting and pushing, they count as a large-sized creature. Even though they are technically medium, this is a pretty good ability, which comes up a lot in the game. I give it 9 out of 10. But funnily enough, even in regards to all this strength, they're sneaky. They are naturally proficient in the stealth skill and can move through small spaces or space for a small-sized creature without squeezing, meaning they don't have to treat it as difficult terrain. They're actually very incredible in that regard. As a regular medium-sized creature, this is impressive, and their stealth is one of the best skills in the game to be proficient in, so 10 out of 10. Then there's the surprise attack feature. This means that when they attack creatures that haven't taken their turn yet in combat, they do an extra 2d6 against them. This is an interesting feature that comes during the surprise round, or if you just beat someone in initiative, you do extra damage against them. So Bugbears are best when they are doing damage during a stealth surprise round or just rushing up to the front. So they kind of do it all in that regard. Surprise attack, 9 out of 10. Funnily enough, in Mordekainen's, they actually got Fey Ancestry added to their abilities, because goblinoids are descended from the Fey. Fey Ancestry gives you advantage against charm effects, and charm is a real debilitating power. It doesn't come up all the time, but it's certainly worth a 9 out of 10 to have advantage against it. And finally, their languages. They speak Common and Goblin. Pretty standard, that's a 9 out of 10. And if you notice, there's a lot of those. 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. The Bugbear has a lot of very unique abilities, which stack up to a very impressive 9 out of 10 overall. It was almost a 10 out of 10. It was one of those races that was very borderline in the ranking system, but there was a couple things that held it just a little bit back, but it's a strong 9 out of 10. The Bugbear is a fantastic race that works for stealth, that works for combat, that works for reach, that works for resisting magic, for lifting loads. They really are a phenomenal party member. And if you can roleplay a large, goblin creature and really mix in some special powers from the different classes, you could have yourself a great character. Highly recommend this one. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more racial reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.